Whoa.
Привіт усім! Hi everyone! Today with me is Sofia from Greece.
Hi people, how are you doing?
I never had anyone from Greece in my video, so I'm very excited.
Great, thank you for having me here in your YouTube channel. I'm really glad to meet you and all of you, of course. Thank you.
Let's go. Пішли.
Today I'll show you 4 music videos from Ukraine. KAZKA, Artem Pivovarov and Dorofeєва.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, those in between, welcome back to my channel.
Okean Elzy and Jerry Heil Ela. These would be songs that were written recently since the full-scale war started.
I was recommended this video, so we're gonna react to it.
What are your music tastes?
Usually it's either classic rock. I'm also into pop, but more indie pop. And some jazz, rock and roll. This is usually my taste. And hip hop also.
And hip hop. Since these music songs are related to the war, so most of them will be sad songs and videos. So most of art that is made in Ukraine right now reflects what are people going through. Are you familiar with Ukrainian music?
To be honest, I haven't been really familiar until recently. I was familiar with the Eurovision Song Contest. I really liked your participation for this.
Kalush Orchestra?
Yes, I loved it. And also my roommate is from Ukraine, so nowadays I'm more exposed to Ukrainian music, and I must say I enjoy it. But still I have a lot to learn into this music world, so I'm excited to learn more.
Okay, let's start from the first one. And I don't know, rating here will not work very well, but maybe you can then in the end say which one touched you the most. Our rating scale can be a month of like touching, in a sense, like a mover, you know, from 1 to 10. 10 is like, wow, you are very moved and touched by it, you know, that it's affected your emotions the most, because art is about affecting our emotions. So we can do it. Друзі, зараз хочу поговорити з вами про англійську мову. Якби не моє хороше знання англійської мови, я б не могла для вас знімати ось такі відосики і мати YouTube канал Ніна Україна, де я показую іноземцям українські кліпи, розповідаю їм про Україну. Ну також 12 років тому я змогла б вступити на навчання у Швейцарії. Тому сьогодні я хочу розповісти вам про онлайн школу англійської, міжнародну школу, яка називається All Right. Тут вчать говорити англійською вже з першого заняття. Також є великий вибір вчителів по всьому світу. Ви можете обрати вчителя носія мови з США, з Великобританії. У школі підбирають індивідуальний підхід до навчання кожної дитини, в залежності від її уподобань і рівня мови. Уроки проходять в дуже інтерактивній ігровій формі, інколи з залученням мультиплікаційних героїв, там Гаррі Поттера та інших. Школа All Right максимально прагне, щоб вивчення англійської було дуже доступне для українських дітей. Саме тому перше пробне заняття безкоштовне. Посилання під цим відео. Також для вас, для тих, хто подивився це відео, ось спеціальний промокод, який звучить «Перемога». І для вас цим промокодом буде знижка 20% на послуги школи. Хороше знання англійської, друзі, ще нікому не завадило, особливо зараз, коли важливо вміти говорити англійською для того, щоб доносити іноземцям в різних країнах, що відбувається в Україні. Що ми будемо зараз робити у цьому відео? Бажаю вам гарного перегляду.
The song is called I'm Not Okay.
This is a very potent vision. Did you just see that?
So you heard this music in the background, like the sound?
The sirens and stuff. Are these real live sirens, or is just the effect? Where is it?
Here it's they added, but these are the actual sound that it is in Ukraine. Yes, from the war. So it is close to reality, but the video is staged.
Oh.
and she was singing her old song, and now is the start of the new song. Yes.
Putin chose this war.
Україна захищається і не віддасть свою свободу.
Заспіваю тобі пісню я про життя між і пісня, ранку і годину пізню.
Дуже гарний в неї голос. She got a beautiful voice.
Я ніжна, сильна твоя. Вдих, видих, спалах, вибух, серце палає, приймаю біль, Боже, зможу, отут кожен свій. No, I'm not okay. It's 4 in the morning and I'm wide awake.
Wow.
It's 4 in the morning and I'm wide awake.
Yo, bro, the video footage on this is so disturbing. I don't wanna lie. And to imagine they're not even acting, it's something that's happening for real.
It's 4 in the morning and I'm wide awake.
No, it's in English.
Sister, I'm just trying to take it day by day. Grateful for the fact that I still see your face. Hey. No, I'm not okay. It's 4 in the morning and I can't no rest. Sister, I'm just doing everything I can. Yeah, I'm on my way, I'm gonna see your face. Hey.
The hook is very catchy, you know, so I look forward to what's coming up.
This is heartbreaking.
I like the fact that the music is not in a ballad. It's kind of an up-tempo but potent.
Заспіваю тобі пісню я про розірване намисто, береже молитва місто, ніжна, сильна моя. Вдих, видих, був, вибув, швидкі обійми, не час для мрій, але ж зможу отут кожен свій, отут кожен свій.
Whoa. Oh, the dogs. Oh.
No, I'm not okay. It's 4 in the morning and I'm
Man.
wide awake. Sister, I'm just trying to take it day by day. Grateful for the fact that I still see your face. Hey. No, I'm not okay. It's 4 in the morning and I can't no rest. Sister, I'm just doing everything I can. Yeah, I'm on my way, I'm gonna see your face. Hey. Pray for Ukraine. Pray for Ukraine now.
Wow, it's really intense, especially when you see the parts of the real war, what's going on. It's really, I feel like, moved and getting into the emotion of this video clip. Yeah, I would say that it definitely touched me 8.
8 out of 10.
8 for
Oh,
sure.
wow.
And I would also like to know like about the lyrics.
Yeah, so I'll translate you. The beginning was I'll sing you a song about living before and after, about the world before and after. That it's explosion, my heart is beating and I am accepting this fight. I believe I would able to go through this. Everyone here is mine. And then I'm not okay, it's 4 in the morning and I'm wide awake. Sister, I'm take it day by day, grateful for the fact that I will see your face. So it's like appreciating that your loved ones are still alive, and then same repeats. Yeah. the video reflects very much
The lyrics
the
also of the
lyrics.
song,
Yes.
yes.
And for me, this "I'm Not Okay" is I was abroad since the full-scale war started, and I'm living abroad for 10 years. But many people abroad ask me, "Oh, Nina, how are your relatives?" And I say they are okay, and then people say, "Oh, so you're okay," but I'm not okay. I mean, the fact that like my relatives are okay doesn't mean that I'm okay, even though I'm not in Ukraine. But those who are in Ukraine, they constantly live under this fear that tomorrow or today the missile or the bomb can hit them, and it's violating basic human need of safety, of feeling safety. So even if after some time you are safe and okay, it's like you have all this experience of the now already 6 months of unsafety, which has a big psychological effect on people, which later on they would have to heal, and kids especially.
It's a really big thing, and it's really traumatizing. I don't think that you can be at peace fully. You can be a part of you can be at peace, but completely I don't think. It's really hard.
Absolutely.
This is just really heavy, and as far as my thoughts about what's happening in Ukraine and other parts of the world that have to deal with some person somewhere says that's mine and I'm taking it no matter what and what cost. That's the dark side of our species as humans. It does exist. That heaviness, that ugliness, that war has been a part of our story since caveman days. I'm going to have a war with that other caveman because he has a bigger cave or whatever, and it's such a dark part of what exists in humanity.
But over in Ukraine, you've got practically all artists staying. Not one artist is leaving the country. They're staying and saying, look, this is my country. And if anybody understands the patriotic values of one's country and the support that you unknowingly gives to your country, and then it comes at the forefront when there's a horrific event like this was happening over in Ukraine, then it splits the men from the boys, the women from the girls. The ones who are really, really patriot, the one who's not going to leave their fellow person behind. And the artists in Ukraine are at the forefront waving a flag saying, look, I'm not moving nowhere, and I'm going to do everything possible to be heard and to be recognized, and through that to help as much as I possibly can.
We're in the year 2022, and these things are not supposed to be happening. We're supposed to be moving forward, not backwards. This is a huge step back to human history. I mean, we're going back to the Cold War practically. Hopefully this is gonna end really, really soon.
Oh, there is 40 seconds more. Let's just check.
Yes.
I'm Ukraine.
Я кожну хвилину переживаю за наших хлопців, які стоять на передовій. І я навіть не можу уявити, як їм зараз важко. Я хочу, щоб ви знали, що ми дуже сильно в вас віримо. І ми віримо в нашу країну. Ми віримо, що нас чекає майбутнє. Нас чекає дуже класне майбутнє. Просто треба трошки віри і дуже багато сил. Дякую величезне Збройним силам України. Слава Україні!
A lot of Ukrainian men and also women, 30% of the army are women in Ukraine. They're now in the front lines, and most of families have someone from their relatives or friends who are on the front line and who is defending Ukraine. And right now, many Ukrainians can be more or less safe thanks to these people who are defending in the front lines, who are risking their life. And I admire these people so much who can, risk their life for other people and for the future of Ukraine.
It's a heroic act, and I would add it's a sacrifice. And I would also like to express my surprise because I didn't know that 30% of the army is women. I only had in my mind the stereotypical that in war usually only men go, and that women also go. It's like so escalated the situation that it's all.
The second song is about thoughts. It's more philosophical, and let me show you the lyrics translation because it's in Ukrainian. I'll translate it to you. The lyrics actually was written by the most famous Ukrainian poet several centuries ago, and now it's being put on music. Yeah, so it's about thoughts. And just a little background. In the time when this poet was writing, Russian Empire was already trying to kill and take over Ukraine. So it was like around 2 centuries ago, okay? So it's already, what he's writing is already represents what's actually today. Yes, yeah. So 2.5 centuries ago, yeah. And it's hot, you know, in the sense that actual, yeah, makes
and it was made
sense.
2 centuries ago.
Yeah, yeah, in 18th century. My thoughts, it's so difficult and bad for me with these thoughts. Why the wind hasn't dissipated all my thoughts, you know, and your thoughts are staying with me all the time. My flowers are there, my children are there. Will the heart cry for everyone like it cries for me and you? My thoughts, why the wind doesn't blow you away. And then Ukraine, my Ukraine, say hi to your child. My thoughts, is philosophical, I don't know. It's very hard for people in Ukraine to be focused on their usual life activities. You know, everyone has their jobs, their dreams, their plans, but now is so hard for many people to continue that, not only because that is at risk, but because your thoughts are all on
the war and what's going on.
So there are 2 artists, Artem Pivovarov and Dorofeєва.
Get me a guitar.
Whoa, that's impactful. Thoughts, my thoughts. Why didn't the wind blow you away?
Дівчина дуже гарна.
Whoa, I can actually feel the sadness in her voice. I can feel the emotions in her voice. Even though I don't understand Ukrainian language, I love the fact that I can feel this emotion in these singers' voices.
I'm not sure what the song talking about, but then I think it has to do with maybe darkness or what, because you see they light up candles and it's not even like the electrical lights or something, and then all of them, they get blown away. The theme is black and white, like some history stuff.
I'm starting to have goosebumps. Gosh.
I don't know where it's maybe. Якщо ви знаєте, де це знімалося, напишіть, будь ласка, в коментарях, бо я не знаю. We'll wait for the comments.
Great. Please, I would like to know where this is. It's really beautiful, the landscape and the building, the architecture. I loved it, so thank you.
Now my favorite part.
Perseverance to go out there to make it, despite what's going on around you. That's absolutely incredible.
Like I said earlier, I could really feel the emotions in both Artem's and Dorofeeva's voices. Even though I don't understand anything, because apparently both of them are singing the song in Ukrainian language, I just can feel the emotions in their voices for some reason. I feel like both of them are crying, and wow, this is such a meaningful song. Meaningful, yes.
Okay, I love the melodic part of it. I think I would rate it like 7 because I really enjoyed the music and the backstory of how these lyrics can be brought from 2 centuries ago into today, and it's really weird and strange, but I've seen it in a lot of poems, in Greek poems too, that can be applied to today, and I'm like, are these people future travelers? How did they do it? Like, write something 2 centuries ago and still apply today? I'm amazed by this.
Who are your favorite Greek poets?
Kavafis.
So if you could name one poem that maybe my viewers can read and check out, what would it be?
Oh. Okay, I would really like to recommend, but I'm really bad with names. But I can give you later.
And I'll add it to the
write
video.
it in the description if it's possible.
Yes, yes, that would be possible.
Great.
And maybe one of your most favorite songs, Greek songs.
Greek songs.
Yeah, that also my viewers could check out.
Oh, great. Okay, I will
also write it and we'll add
because I want to recommend a good one.
Okay, thank you, because I love this concept of cultural exchange. I think people in any country can learn a lot from every different country, and I'm trying to achieve on my channel exchange between Ukrainian
It's really
culture
beautiful,
and
actually, what you're trying to do. It's admirable, and we can also learn from one another. I believe it in this, and it's a really beautiful moment to connect with other people.
This was released relatively, this is the newest one, Okean Elzy, КВІТИ МІННИХ ЗОН, Flowers of the Minefields. Minefields is like fields with mines. And let me see the lyrics. Yes, here is a translation. They were returning home, for how long unknown. There are yet hills to be taken. They were returning home, went on their way one by one, but emptiness won't let you go. It tears at your thoughts because at arm's length tears and concrete tremble. The flowers of the minefields are blooming. War breathes. Mama, this is not a dream. Don't tell me I know, Mama, you can't even imagine. Like a boa constrictor, emptiness won't let go. While there is no peace on every meter of your land and every hill of yours is not taken. It tears at your thoughts because at arm's length tears and concrete tremble. The flowers of the minefields are blooming. War breathes, Mama, this is not a dream. Or like you're not sleeping, you know, this is not a dream. On the road to the station, the girl was waiting for you, saving the gray day with her embrace. For how long unknown? Will you return home or will you remain in memory only? Oh my God, will you... Yeah. Will you return home or will you remain in memory only? She tears at your thoughts, she is a memory despite it all. She is tears and concrete, she is a flower of minefields for breathes.
I can feel the heaviness of them, and in my perception it also talks about the, like, it's about the war situation, it's also about the soldiers, people going there fighting and not being sure that they will return alive.
Let's watch this one.
Малі там як? А Маруська? Зубна фея приходила, так?
Oh, this is he's talking to his child.
Передні вилізла.
Like how are you? You went to the dentist, like.
Ну добре, все, давай. Кохаю тебе. І я тебе кохаю.
Командир! Командир! Давай!
Поверталися додому, як надовго невідомо, ще залишилась невзята висота.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The lyrics.
Поверталися додому, розійшлися по одному, а тебе не відпускає пустота. Вона бере твої думки, вона відстає руки, тремтять сльози і бетон.
Artem just has the amazing ability to get right into the heart.
Тремтять сльози і бетон.
Бачите, як зробили відео, там війна йде, і люди вмирають, солдати вмирають, а тут люди просто сидять і розмовляють, кофе п'ють. Дві різних таких реальності в одній країні.
This video is making me emotional.
Мамо, це не сон.
Oh my goodness, I can't imagine being in their situation. Like, you are far away from home, you're fighting for your country, you leave your family, your loved ones, and you are not even certain when you will be able to see them again. Oh my gosh.
Мамо, ти не уявляєш, як удав не відпускає пустота. Поки спокою немає, кожен метр твого краю, і де взята кожна твоя висота. Вона бере твої руки, вона відстає руки, тремтять сльози і бетон. Цвітуть квіти мінних зон, дихає війна. Мамо, це не сон.
Багато клас.
See the double meaning.
По дорозі до вокзалу тебе дівчина чекала, і в обіймах рятувала сірий день. Як надовго невідомо, і чи повернешся додому, чи залишишся в пам'яті лише.
Meaning that's the front face.
Вона рве твої руки.
The singer in this music video, he actually sings this song with a lot of emotions. You can feel his emotions. You can feel that, you know, that pain in his voice.
Я поняв. Вона війна. Я поняв.
Квіти мінних зон, тихая війна. Ні, мамо, це не сон.
Ми раді, що завдяки нам люди можуть жити, нормально працювати. Хай ходять в кафе, хай ходять в бари. Ми не хочемо, щоб так хтось страждав із солідарності десь в тилу.
He says that we are fighting here so that people who are not in the front line can live and enjoy their life.
Просто важливо, щоб про нас не забували. Ходіть в кафе, ми переможемо, приїдемо до вас, приєднаємося.
And then we will soon win and we will go and join you in the restaurant.
Really beautiful. It's what we were talking a while before about the sacrifice part. Tragedy, but beautiful that these people are like willing to put themselves at risk so younger generation, other people can have the life they deserve. I would rate it 8.5.
8.5 out of 10.
Знаєте, як у нас говорять в Америці, he never disappoints, means він ніколи не розчаровує. Оце Океан Ельзи, в нього кожна пісня, знаєте, як, ну супер, кожен раз. Слухав його ще з дитинства, так що, звісно, of course, мені дуже подобається. Music video is beautiful, production quality, beautiful.
This song just pierced through my heart, and honestly speaking, if I watched this alone, without thinking about the camera in front of me, I guess I would cry a lot. Really. This is such a heart-moving video. Oh my goodness.
This particular song was, for me, it was very poetic. And there is a lot of kind of heartfelt, you know, coming from the spirit and soul, from be spiritually, your inner soul, your inner being. There is absolutely some amazing, heartfelt, realistic, because it is realistic. And when I mean realistic, not as in oh well, I can feel it. You know what I mean? I'm talking about honest, downright opinions.
People who are not in the front line, many of them feel this guilt.
Yes,
you know,
I wanted also to speak about it. A few of my friends who are Ukrainian, I can see it. They don't express it, but I can see that there are moments where you can see that they feel guilty for going out, enjoying their lives, keep going with every mundane task they used to do before, because it's normal. They're overtaken by this feeling of war. But also, like from the outer side, for like me just observing them, I feel also this heaviness like by watching them, because I would really like for them to be able to enjoy without feeling this guilt. But at the same time, I understand that it's so hard that you cannot just get it out of you.
And it's great to hear this message here. Yes. They added it in the end of the song to help to remove this burden from people who think that they are not doing enough and who feel that they don't deserve to have positive emotions and sit in the restaurant and have ice cream.
It's really important, this topic to be talked about. It's really important, and I love that they were showing like how life is going on, but at the same time how war is coming, and you having this duality of the situation going on. It's
the war and
their life, because the children, how they were playing, and then the soldiers trying to be in the war situation and trying to defend the country. I can make you have some like deep thoughts about the situation.
Я знаю, багато з вас багато часу і ресурсів витрачає для допомоги ЗСУ, і я дуже хочу вас попросити дозволяти собі поповнювати ваш внутрішній психологічний ресурс і не відчувати погано, якщо ви робите щось для себе і отримаєте якусь насолоду для себе. Це треба для того, щоб у вас були потім сили робити користь для України. I ask people not to feel guilty if they do something for themselves from time to time, because you need to refill your own resources so that later you can be as useful as possible for the people in the front line or Ukrainians. Because people want to be useful, but if you don't, you know, refill yourselves, you cannot be. You are a volunteer now, so you understand. Yes.
Yes. Of course, I cannot fully grasp the whole concept, but just like in my personal life, if you don't have energy for yourself, you have no energy for other people to help.
So from time to time to get an ice cream is fine. And now we have the last song. This song is more cultural. Have you heard of KUPALA Day?
KUPALA Day, no.
No, that's a traditional holiday, a Ukrainian holiday. People will dance around the fire and like sing different songs.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
I've never heard this concept before, so it's really interesting to me.
It's a little bit measures with magic, a little bit, not exactly magic, but this is like kind of believing that certain rituals will bring you closer to your loved one or help you to find your loved one in the future, and you try to find guesses from the nature of that this will happen soon, something like that, yeah.
Okay. Interesting. And do you have this
lyrics? Yes. I'll translate you. This is a collaboration between two Ukrainian artists and a German artist. And this is a remix of an old song, of traditional song. Ой, на Івана, ой, не купала is like on this day, girls were collecting flowers, because usually like women will dance around the fire together with flowers in their hair, yes. And this part is in German. You will heal your wounds and you will find your love in the future, maybe on this day. These are just the words, yeah. And you have flowers in your hands, and yeah, this will happen. My strength is where there are full rivers, and I'll make this thing out of flowers. I don't know how it's in English. One of the symbols in Ukraine are the things for hair that you make in flowers. It's like a round, if you can put together a lot of flowers and then put it like that.
The English name too.
In Ukrainian it is vinok, vinochok, vinok. The gods have that as well, right?
Yes,
Greek
gods. Dionysus, for example, the god of wine.
What is the name of the god of wine?
Dionysus.
Dionysus, yeah.
Yeah, and he had this with the leaves in his head, and also in tradition in ancient Greek that you see sculptures with young men wearing this thing around their heads.
It usually has leaves, right?
Usually it's with leaves.
Men or women, like women
both,
as well, both men and women.
Genders there were. I think in females they could also add the flowers, but males, I think it was only with the leaves.
I see. So I'll make this thing out of flowers. This will be the way for me to heal myself. So like this will help me to heal myself. And I believe that water and destiny will bring me closer to you. So I mean, it reflects kind of what I told you about this holiday. And this part is interesting too. It's like this about certain flower. Why are you looking for it? Because one of the part of the tradition is to look for this one particular flower, paparoid, and it's usually very hard to find, but if you like find, this is like a miracle. Yeah. Why are you looking for it? Our ancestor has left it, and it can be that a bad animal can come and steal this flower from us, but you never give it away. Always keep it safe. Yeah, and I think now is a little bit the analogy is with the war. Ukrainians have to protect what they have and not give it away. Yeah, and the video is interesting. It kind of combines some scenes from the old movie which was showing some of parts of this holiday.
Interesting, I'd love to see.
Okay, let's watch it. So that's what I was telling you, these women are going around.
Wow. Let them heal your wounds and you will find love. I think more than the literal meaning of the lyrics, it has a figurative meaning, and that's something that I need to figure out.
кращу, ти шукаєш в думках хащу, її зерна, наче спадщину посадив у серці пращу.
The meaning of a song is deep. It's deep. I mean, the visuals, the lyrics, they actually challenge you to activate the thinker in you, and that's what exactly is happening to me right at the moment. This song is not just about having flowers in your hand. It has a deeper meaning.
Прийде звір, відкриє пащу, квітку не давай ні за що. Бережи її, знай, що земля не в руках пропащу.
Вона співає на українській, дивитесь, а? Гарно.
German part.
Is German connected somehow with the story or the song?
No, it's the German singer who joined to Ukrainian artists. She has Ukrainian roots, so she was willing to collaborate, and actually I think that's the first song that I know where Ukrainian language is combined together with the German language, which I think is a cool cultural exchange and a cool way to spread maybe a song among two countries, because you combine two languages. Yes. And it's interesting both for Ukrainians and Germans.
It's really interesting, and I think it's also a form of support. And it's good to collaborate with different ethnicities.
I absolutely agree, and I hope that more Ukrainian artists, що більше українських артистів will collaborate with foreign artists in the future, and that will help to increase the audience.
Yes, and the visibility too. It's really important.
Yes, I agree absolutely. Якщо ви погоджуєтесь, напишіть, будь ласка, в коментарях.
It's kind of strange because this music video has English subtitles, but I still have a hard time understanding what exactly the song is all about, because it's very intriguing, more like culturally related, my personal opinion.
I wanted to ask about the scenes towards the end where there seems to be some kind of hunting, like where the woman is running,
with a child. Yeah.
Child.
That's a good question. I think that's related to the movie. Друзі, напишіть, будь ласка, знизу, що означає ця сцена з цього фільму. I don't know exactly. And it's my shame that I don't know, that I'm not prepared very well. I'm sorry for that.
For me, what I see is could also be a reference to the war situation. I don't know, maybe thinking too much into it, but like getting away from it or something like that. I want to give this 8.5. I really enjoyed the video, the music, especially the tempo. It was deep, and I also enjoyed this kind of instrumental in the background. More like traditional. I don't know if I would say traditional, if it's the right word. Like bringing back yourself to the roots, something like that. And also I can say that the whole ceremony of trying to see if you will find a person or life partner in this phase of my life I feel connected to.
I think these kind of songs are important for Ukraine right now because of the existence of the Soviet Union. Many Ukrainians have a little bit forgot about Ukrainian roots, truly Ukrainian, which are separate from all the other cultures. And I think right now is more important than ever for Ukrainians to feel their own identity, that they are not like Russians, as many people might think, that they have their own roots, own culture. And I think this song is a good reminder about that, because this is something very Ukrainian that existed among our ancestors.
Yes, and it also made me curious about what other aspects of Ukrainian culture I could enjoy, because this was something I really liked, and it spikes my interest to learn more. So I would love to see more videos like this that show aspects of Ukrainian culture.
You can comment below, можете внизу залишати посилання, і потім Софія подивиться, передається цими посиланнями. Можете також писати мені особисто в Інстаграм, і я передам ці посилання Софії. I actually was wondering about Greece, in a sense that I feel like Greece has very strong connection to the past, because the gods and the history of Greece is something that is known everywhere around the world. How is it to feel that your identity goes back so long ago and that the world is aware of it and it appreciates it? I don't know, I just thought about it, that it's something that definitely is not Ukrainian, because it's not like all people around the world know about, there were no Ukrainian gods or something like that.
There is one part of me that feels really proud that we have this kind of history in the past, but the modern Greek history, it's not the best, and I don't feel like that we honor enough our ancestors. And also Greece has gone through a lot of wars and conquerships, and we're independent like the last 100 and something years. So the story of our modern nation, it's formed, if you think about it, it's like 100 and something years. It's kind of recent, so we're still trying to find our way to be united, because especially the last years with the crisis and the economical situation, it's getting worse, progressively worse and worse and worse and worse. I wouldn't say I feel the best, because I know that we have like a glorious past and history, and we have spread so much knowledge into the world, but we haven't managed to bring it to today, and it's really sad. And also I would like to add that me personally, I haven't received oppression, but my ancestors have lived oppression because of wars in the past, and I can say that it's not a pleasant situation. They need to be your individual, to be in your country, to feel safe, to have your autonomy. It's really important, and I really feel for Ukrainians. And I really send like my heart to all of you and my support. And I really want to believe that this will be a situation that it will be like resolved and
forever.
Because it's really easy to forget. And as I was saying before, I don't want this to happen. I wouldn't want this to happen.
Maybe music is one of the ways to understand what is really happening, because now, as you saw in these videos, there are a lot of scenes trying to the light what's actually happening in Ukraine. I would like the world also to see Ukrainians are very talented people, you know, and music and art are some of the ways, not the only ways, but some ways to show the talent of Ukrainians. And historically, Ukraine is a very musical nation, and many Ukrainians have beautiful voices. I think in terms of the share of Ukrainians with beautiful voices is higher than in other countries and other nations. And I think they should be proud of that. Yeah, their Ukrainian music should be more appreciated around the world.
From what I've seen, I have to say I agree. It's really good quality music, and I would like to discover more about it. Can I change something in my previous grades? The previous song, I would like to upgrade it
to 9.
I would even say 10.
To 10?
Yeah, because I saw the video and I'm thinking of the previous video,
The flowers of the minefields.
And the reason that I upgraded it's because I feel like the after effect, the thoughts I'm having, and to share a message with my friends. I know that you're struggling, and I wish I could take a part of your struggle away. And I know that in a way that is not possible, but I hope that you keep having the sign in you and keep getting this sign out. I believe that truly that every human is a star, and we all shine from inside outside, and that you deserve a lot more than what is going on, and this situation is not you. And I would like to give this message to to the audience too, that no one should ever experience this kind of situation, and I'm deeply sorry for the humankind that you're experiencing this, and I'm sending my virtual support, and I really hope that something good comes out of it.
Yes, so staying optimistic and positive no matter all these difficulties is also important to keep that light, even though it's super hard, it's extremely hard.
I'm not saying not to be affected, because I cannot say that to anyone, but remember who you are and that you deserve a lot more than this. I think that is the bottom line of what I wanted to say.
I agree with you so much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Софія.
Thank you, Nina.
Дякую вам, що додивилися це відео до кінця. Якщо вам сподобалось, залиште, будь ласка, вподобайку. Також залиште будь-який коментар для того, щоб це відео побачило більше людей. І не забудьте поставити підписку і дзвіночок на YouTube канал Ніна Україна. Відправляю вам шматочок свого серця. Україна дуже скоро переможе. До побачення.
Thank you, everyone. How to say thank you in Ukrainian?
Дякую.
Дякую.
Дякую всім.
Дякую всім.
Дякую всім.
Дякую всім. Дякую всім.
Oh. And in Greek, how to say thank you in Greek?
Ευχαριστώ. Ευχαριστώ.
Ευχαριστώ.
Ευχαριστώ.
Ευχαριστώ. Ευχαριστώ. Ευχαριστώ.